Hello friends, Mandar here. I'm back with another video. Today we'll talk about some of the chatter that is going around in the immigration space, specifically for employment-based immigration and H1B visas quota increase. So there have been comments from Elon Musk, from Vivek Ramaswamy, and also from President-elect Donald Trump. I would like to present my thoughts on that topic. I'll also talk about H1B modernization final rule that will be in effect on January 17th of 2025. There are a lot of things that now have been codified, which means that they will take into effect and will be enforced strictly. I have some positive thoughts on the increase in the employment-based visa numbers, either for H1B or for employment-based green card or both. So watch this video until the end and let's get started. If you are here for the first time, welcome. My name is Mandar and I make immigration and lifestyle related videos for US and Canada. I'm not an immigration lawyer, so anything that I say on this video or on my channel is for information purpose only. And for your specific immigration needs, before you take any action, you should hire a competent immigration lawyer. Now I'll be doing my next EB1A masterclass in late January. So check out the link in the description for that and be sure to sign up because there has been a lot of interest in that topic and I haven't been doing masterclass for a little bit now. So because of the popular demand, it's coming back end of January, so sign up for it. And also while you're down there, hit the like button because that will greatly help the channel and it will also get you into the giveaway towards the end of the January. Also, this might be my last video for 2024. So I'll present my thoughts on the reflection going back into 2024, specifically from the immigration space. Also would like to know what are you doing with your days off or holidays during this holiday season. Hope you are all enjoying and spending some time with your family. I'm certainly doing so.
National Anthem of India.
My next video will be dropped on 1st of January, which will be incredibly important topic because I'm going to be talking about things that people are having trouble with in terms of travel, in terms of stamping, in terms of immigration related stuff that is happening and is about to happen in the near future when the new administration takes into effect. Okay, so let's start with topic of today. First, I will go into the H1B modernization rule, which has been published and which will take effect in January 17th of 2025. So what are the things that are going to be important in this is...
And that brings me to the sponsor of today's video. Have you ever done the Google search of your own name? Look what I have found when I did mine. Here's what comes up. While some of this information is relevant, the other makes me uncomfortable that my information is exposed for a sale like this. Data brokers sell your information to scammers, spammers, or anybody else who may want to target you. Your full name, email address, home address, your relatives' names, health information, it's all out there. That's why I have been using Aura, sponsor of today's video. Aura shows me which data brokers are selling my information and automatically submits opt-out request for me. Cleaning up my information not only helps reduce the amount of spam I get, but it also protects me from hackers who could use this information to help them access my social media accounts, bank accounts, or other sensitive information. Aura does so much more to protect my information and my family's information from online threats I can't see. I get other features like antivirus, VPN, password management, parental controls, identity theft insurance, and more without having to download several different apps. It's really easy to set up, and best of all, I get everything for one affordable price. You may already have one or two of these tools, but not having Aura is like locking the front door but leaving your back door wide open. Aura is always on, doing the hard work of keeping me safe so I can focus on other tasks with peace of mind. I value my privacy and I value yours. You can go to my link which is on the screen and in the description and start your free 2 weeks trial. So protect your information, your family, and have a peace of mind. That's Aura.
So this is what DHS announced. So DHS announced H1B modernization final rule to improve program integrity and efficiency. So Department of Homeland Security announced a final rule that modernizes H1B program by streamlining the approval process, increasing its flexibility to better allow employers to retain talented workers and improving the integrity and oversight of the program. So this is important because a lot of the elements in this final ruling were already in effect, but they were not final ruling in the sense that they were at the discretion of the visa officer to implement them or not. But with this final rule, now they are going to be implemented. Visa officers will have to implement them going forward. Now, the effective date of this final ruling is January 17th of 2025. Interesting that they picked this date that is just before the inauguration of the new administration. So these rules will become final before the new administration takes into effect. Now remember, this is not through Congress, but this is through the regulatory process, which is a lengthy process because there are a lot of proposals, then there are a lot of reviews and public comments and so on. So it's a lengthy process. It can take months and even years. So the first recommendation came early in 2024 and the final ruling is now taking effect almost after a year. So you can think, so if the new administration which comes in on January 20th wants to curtail some of these rules, it will not be so easy for them. The reason is because there will be another regulatory process that they will need to follow, which might take months or years. So for now, these are the rules that you need to follow. Now, a couple of points are rules aims to provide greater flexibility to employers to employ highly talented, skilled workers. Now, it also strengthens program integrity by codifying USCIS authority to conduct inspection and impose penalty on the employers if they do not comply. So these are the couple of important things, but let's go through them one by one as I see them. The first is its beneficiary-centric selection process. Now, what does that mean? That means is the registrants or the applicants are more in control of which employers are filing their registration for the H1B program. So if you are going through the lottery for the first time, you may be approaching many different employers to have your next job, right? Who are going to support you for your first petition of your H1B. Now, as you are going through your job search, you may have talked to many consultants, and one of them probably went ahead and submitted your H1B. But to your disbelief, in a couple of days, you come to know that your application has been denied. And that is because there were 5 other employers who have also put in a registration for you. Now, due to multiple registrations, USCIS has made it pretty clear that they are going to reject such applications because indicate some kind of a fraud. Now, it's no mistake of yourself because you are just going through the process of job applications and expressing your interest in H1B filing to those prospective employers. But those employers did not check back with you. They went ahead with the registration because it's such a simple process. Just put your name, address, email address, and so on, and just to register you. So they went ahead and did that on your behalf without your knowledge. And now you are at fault and you are being denied the visa. So they are taking this away. They are giving more emphasis for the actual registrant. Now the next one is they have clarified the definition of specialty occupation. Now the job description will have to be very elaborate. They will have to exactly mention what is the specialty occupation. Now, how does it relate to their previous experience and also their education? So all these factors will need to be clarified in the job description as well. So that is the specialty occupation clarification. The other one is F1 gap. Now this is going to make many students happy because currently what is happening is if the F1 student is applied for an H1B through an employer through a CAP, because CAP is the first time when you are going through them, unless it's a CAP exempt organization, you will need to go through the CAP process, which starts in April. You don't know the results until June when you have to do the full application for the H1B, including all the documentation. But the results or actual processing or approval can take several months. Sometimes what happens is they run out of their OPT or a student visa or OPT, and then there is a gap in between until the visa is processed up until 1st of October. Now what this new rule is saying that they will have time until 1st of April to wait for their approval, and during this time their CAP gap will be extended until 1st of April, which means that the candidate will not have to leave their job just because the H1B approval has not come in yet. So this is great. This is extremely beneficial for those students, in my opinion. The next one is entrepreneurs. Now, this is also one more important thing that has happened. What this means is now say for instance, you don't have a sponsor through an employer. If you have your own company which you own, or if you start a business or a startup, but if you own that company more than 50%, say 51% or higher, you may be able to have your own company file your own H1. So this is something very important. Now, mind you, there are also some conditions that you will still have to do your specialty occupation for more than 50% or majority of the time. And for the rest of that time, you can do the administrative process or operations of the company and so on. But it's important to know that you don't necessarily have to be bound to an employer to process your H1B. If you have a startup, if you have a company of your own or business of your own, and if you are operating or owning it majority of the time and plan to work in it in a specialty occupation more than 50% of the time, you can file, your company can file, your own company can file your own H1B. So that is very important. Another thing that may not be so positive is the inspection. Now in the currently what is happening is, if there are field inspection, if the officer, USCIS officer comes for the site visit to make sure that the candidate is indeed working for that employer at a specific site, the employer has no obligation to cooperate with USCIS for that site visit. So that is what it's happening currently. But going forward, they will be mandated to support the site visit. And if they don't, they will be penalized. So that is something new. The approval extensions can be had once the decision is made. In the past, there have been lesser approvals, and sometimes you may have your extension approved for a time period that was already passed or in the past. So now they are going to fix it. When they give an approval, they will make sure that the date is well beyond that approval date. So that is a good thing. And then there are a couple of other things that are already in effect, but they have been codified. So in my opinion, there are quite a few good news points in this new H1B modernization program or final ruling. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about it, what has been left out and what has not been included in this final ruling, or just your general thoughts. Make sure that you put some meaningful comments, because even if you have any questions, I have seen that other people can respond to your questions, and I also can get some ideas out of them for my next video. So all in all, it will benefit you to put a meaningful comment. Now another topic, along the same lines, I want to talk about some speculations that have been happening in the media, in the social media, on the platform X and so on. Now, the new administration is not even into effect until 20th of January. And there is so much of churn or so much of discussion going around in terms of legal immigration. Now, we know for sure that the new administration is going to go after the undocumented immigrants. They are going to do mass deportations and so on. So that's forgiven. But what we don't know is what they are going to do about the documented dreamers, or what they are going to do about legal immigrations or high-skilled immigrations or merit-based immigrations. Now, lately, Elon Musk put a statement that US needs more highly skilled immigrants from outside. That is because we don't have enough US citizens that can fulfill those jobs. By the way, Vivek Ramaswamy also supported that argument, and lately even Donald Trump has also endorsed that argument. Now, there are some immigration hardliners who are supporters of Republicans or Trump. They are having some heartburn with this issue. Now, they are saying that Elon Musk and Vivek are in stark contrast to what President is planning to do. In my opinion, that is incorrect. That is totally made up by extremists. In my opinion, when the day comes, and this administration is not even in the power right now, they still have, the day will come, they will make actual changes in the legal immigration. They may consider increasing the limits of H1B, because the last time they increased the limits of H1B were far long back. So I have no doubt in my mind that they will consider increasing the limit. Now, mind you, this will have to go through the Congress, but there will be a lot of support. There will be a lot of consensus building effort before a bill comes to the floor. So I have quite a bit of a confidence that Elon Musk, Vivek and President Trump, including the Congress, will come together and pass some meaningful, positive, common sense laws to increase the H1B limit. And to further add, I might as well go and say as much as they might even increase the green card numbers if they can. And if you believe it or not, I will also go ahead and say that they might even remove the per country cap. Now, these are far-fetched ideas that have been that have come in the past but have never gotten anywhere. But this time it's going to be different, and I have that gut feeling. Now the only opposition to this will be hardliners such as this one, or few organizations that have been totally against H1B visa. Now mind you, I have a strong belief that the intent of the H1B program is clear, but it is not without its flaw. US needs high-skilled immigrants to prosper. Look at the big companies. Look at all the big tech companies that have prospered and that have come up and made our life simpler, made our life much better, and progressed America to new heights. So we need immigrants. But H1B program and employment-based immigration were taken on a ride by some bad actors, such as consulting agencies, filing H1Bs left and right without any consideration for anybody. They have taken advantage of the system, and that's where they are going to get some heat. So the program in itself had a good intention, but the way it was implemented and taken advantage of, there is no denying that there is some fraud happening in that process. So let's wait and see what happens, who wins the battle, what conclusion they come up with. We'll know soon because the new administration hasn't even come in yet, but they are definitely talking about it. The prospects of these things coming up right now are very encouraging and gives me a confidence that there is going to be some good news in the legal immigration section, in the employment-based immigration section, in H1Bs and employment-based green cards in the upcoming future. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about my thoughts. Okay, that's all I wanted to say in this video. My next video is coming up on 1st of January. It will have packed content. It will have really important content, so watch out for that video. Also, if you want to sign up for my masterclass, EB1A masterclass, it's going to happen in end of January. Rest, if you want to talk to me regarding your particular situation and want to know my thoughts, non-legal advice, but what I would do if I were in your situation, hit me up on Calendly, book 30 minutes with me. With that said, hope you like the content of this video. If you like it, hit the like button and consider subscribing to my channel, and I'll see you in the next one.